Welcome into Paul Catalina's Top 5. Today, Big 12 teams that will be better in 2025. We're, of course, brought to you by Ticket Club. Forget the fees. Link in the description. Click for concerts, for March Madness, for Major League Baseball, the NFL, college football, ticketclub.com. Okay, Big 12 teams that will be better in 2025. Number 5, Houston. Connor Wegman comes in at quarterback. Year 2 of Willie Fritz. Even though they did lose some coordinators and change that out, I think year 2 of Willie Fritz, clearly a defensive talent group that's pretty good. Some of his transfers, his players coming in. Second year, always better for coaches like Willie Fritz. I expect to see jumps taken this year on offense and defense by the Cougs. Look, the schedule for them, it is what it is. It's how it is for the whole Big 12. But this is a team that by the end of this coming season will show marked improvement because they've got a dude coaching them and a quarterback who's legit. Connor Wegman had to transfer because Marcel Reed was a better fit in Colin Klein's offense. Connor Wegman was recruited to run a different offense than what A&M was running. He had a couple of injuries and was not there, but he's an effective player, and if he stays healthy at Houston, he will prove it to everybody. This is a 5-star quarterback for a reason, and now he's sitting with the Cougs. Number 4, TCU. Josh Hoover returns. He, down the stretch, cut down on his turnovers. Now, yes, they do have to make up for the losses of some players, but they've done that well after 2 years ago getting cleaned out after the CFP run. Ooh, I got choked up. I got verklempt there. Sorry, Horned Frog fans, but I do think this defense will be better in year 2 under a new coordinator, and I'm curious to see what Randy Clements does on the offensive line, reuniting with Kendall Briles. They've been a very good team in the past. Wherever they've been together, Randy Clements, the best offensive line coach for this offense that you could possibly imagine because he's one of the creators of this offense, the Briles offense. Randy Clements is that dude when it comes to this. He will find diamonds in the rough on the offensive line, and everybody who's playing out of position, he will fix that. The offensive line will be better right off the bat for TCU. Mark my words. Number 3. Kansas. This is a team that was awful in the beginning of the season in close games. Lost 5 games in a row, pretty much took themselves out of bowl contention. Then almost closed by getting back and almost got back into a bowl. Why? Because Jalen Daniels got healthy. They'll also be back playing at home this year, which even though they weren't going all that far, had to be a little bit of an inconvenience. And Jalen Daniels not only healthy physically, but healthy mentally. He got back in the groove. And when he was in the groove, they were very, very good. Knocked off a couple of Big 12 giants on the way, including ending BYU's undefeated season and beating Colorado and taking them out of the Big 12 title hunt. This is a good team. They returned some good players. Now, yes, they've lost Devin Neal, a very fantastic running back, but they still bring back some players and will be better next year. How much better? I don't know. But I think this is reasonable to think that this is an 8-4 team coming out, which they should have been baseline last year. But Jalen Daniels just was not mentally there and not playing his best football. He ended the year playing his best football. That's great momentum going into 2025. Number 2, Utah. Utah has been in a prison of Cam Rising. Without him completely 2 years ago, might as well have been without him completely this past year. Now that that's over, they bring in Devin Dampier, who was at New Mexico and is a fantastic talent. He comes over with his offensive coordinator. That is going to be a very lethal combo in Utah, who Kyle Whittingham always has a good defense, always has a good offensive line. And as our LSU fan producer can tell you, sometimes you can have 21 out of 22 players and not be as good as you want to be. Well, they've got that 22nd player right now. Utah, back being a player for the conference title this year. I feel confident in saying that. Will they get there? Who knows? Still got to play the season a long way off from now. But don't discount them. Do not discount them because of what happened the last 2 seasons. That quarterback position has been repaired. And number 1, Texas Tech. Transfer portal alone makes me believe this. But also, now that we're kind of deep into the Joey McGuire era at Texas Tech, it is time for them to be in the position late in the season to be in Arlington. They have done what they've needed to do to piece it along together. Now, they must improve on defense this year. That's what's tripping them up for the most part. If they improve just enough on defense, they don't have to go from being what they were to being 2007 Alabama. Or 8 Alabama, whatever that was. They don't have to get there. But if they can just 1 possession per quarter, better. This is a Big 12 championship caliber team. Baron Morton returns. He's not in the top tier of Big 12 quarterbacks, but he's not far off of it. If he stays healthy and another year of Will Hammond as the backup, that will be good. And Texas Tech has no real excuses not to be in Arlington at the end of this season. That will do it for this top 5. Smokey, tell everybody goodbye.